Hello everyone, Super Smash 77 here, back with another video after an eternity. It's been a long time, but don't blame me, blame Breath of the Wild. Anyway, today we're going to be talking about what I think is going to happen with third-party characters in the newest Smash Bros. Game, whether it be a port or a new game, because it doesn't really matter. All that matters is Smash is back, baby. That's all that matters. Anyway, let's get right into it, starting off with Sonic. I think we can all pretty much safely say Sonic's going to be back. I mean, they've pretty much wanted him in Smash Bros. Since Melee, although they didn't have time to add him. Then in Brawl, they literally delayed the game to add him, or at least that's how I remember it. I could be wrong, to be honest. My memory is a bit hazy. And then they added him to Smash 4, so I think this October we will probably see an announcement of Sonic once again like the last two times, unless the game comes out in September, or maybe even the summer. Who knows? Plus, I mean, Sonic Mania, Sonic Forces are both on the Switch, and there's probably going to be a Mario and Sonic at the 2020 Olympics, so I really don't see why they would cut him. It would just be really weird at this point. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people would be outraged. I mean, I know Sonic can be a very campy and annoying character to fight against, but I still love him. I love Sonic. Well, I love Sonic most of the times, anyway. But yeah, I just think everyone can agree it'd be really weird not to see him again. Moving right along into Mega Man. I mean, pretty much the same thing. You know, obviously Mega Man's only been in Smash 4, but it would just feel really weird not to have him here. He feels at home. I mean, the Mega Man Twitter literally tweeted this out yesterday by the time this video comes out. Now, granted, this doesn't really mean anything, but it doesn't hurt. I mean, you know, they're using a Smash 4 GIF. 2 days, or I guess 3 days at this point, after the new Smash Bros. Was announced. Maybe they're trying to say something. Probably not, but let me look into it more than I need to. Mega Man 11 is coming to the Switch alongside the X Collections and the Legacy Collection. I mean, once again, it would just be kind of weird. And Capcom as a whole is just supporting Nintendo because they're also bringing over the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection, and they brought Monster Hunter XX from the 3DS to the Switch. In Japan, at least, they still haven't localized it because I guess they really want Monster Hunter World to sell well. I mean, I don't know. I don't think it would really generate that much more sales in the West anyway, but hey. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Sonic's going to be back as well. I just said Sonic. I meant Mega Man. Forgive me. Anyway, moving along into Pac-Man. Now, we have no clue if Bandai Namco is or is not helping on this new game or port or whatever, but honestly, I don't really think that matters, because whether they're working on it or not, Bandai Namco's just been, collaborating with Nintendo a lot. I mean, not only are they bringing a lot of their games to the Switch, like Dark Souls, but, they also helped with Mario Kart 8, possibly Mario Kart 7, but I'm not 100% sure on that. They helped make, if not possibly completely made, the Mario Kart arcade games. There's a rumor saying they might be helping with the new Metroid Prime. And of course, Pokken and Pokken Tournament Deluxe, plus all the DLC. I just think it's a pretty safe bet, regardless if they're working on the game or not, that Pac-Man's going to be back. I mean, Pac-Man was just in Sonic Dash. So if he can get in that, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be that hard to get him back for Smash Bros. Alright, moving right along again into Bayonetta. Bayonetta, I think, is just about as safe as confirmed as Sonic. I mean, really, at this point, she might as well be a second-party character. Not legally, of course, but, Nintendo is literally funding her games. Bayonetta 1 and 2 just came to the Switch. Unfortunately, though, they haven't been selling super well, but I actually think that helps Bayonetta's case because, obviously Smash really helps boost popularity. It makes characters that weren't as popular. Like, I'm sure Wii Fit Trainer is more popular than she ever would have been. So they might want to put Bayonetta back in Smash to make sure, just a little bit of a help for Bayonetta 3's advertisement. Although we don't exactly know when Bayonetta 3 is coming out. My point is, I really don't see Bayonetta being cut. She's basically a Nintendo character at this point, at least for the foreseeable future. So it would just be really weird to cut her at this point. I mean, the new Bayonetta 1 and 2 ports even referenced her being in Smash. So it would just be kind of weird at this point. Moving right along again into Ryu. I mean, it's basically the same thing, or the same case with Mega Man. Capcom's been supporting Nintendo. They're bringing the Street Fighter collection over, like I said. It'd just be really weird not to have him. He's, really iconic. A lot of people liked him. I mean, if they're willing to put Ryu in the game when there was really no Street Fighter on Nintendo's platforms besides the 3DS game, I'm pretty sure they're going to be willing to put him in when there actually is a bunch of Street Fighters all in one package. Moving along to Cloud now, I think if there was one character to get cut that was a third-party character in Smash 4, it probably would be Cloud. But even with that being said, I don't think he's going to be cut. I mean, Square Enix and Nintendo have had a pretty good relationship so far in recent years. You know, they're making Project Octopath Traveler for the Switch, which you should totally buy and play because it's amazing. I love the demo. Please download the demo and play it. You know, Dragon Quest, I believe 14 is coming to the Switch at some point. In fact, that was the first game confirmed for the Switch back when it was called the NX, before even Nintendo confirmed a game for it. You know, I mean, I just don't see them cutting Cloud. I just don't see it, you know? Cloud himself might not have too much to do with Nintendo, but he's still a Square Enix character, and Square Enix and Nintendo are doing really well together right now. And, you know, people just love Cloud, you know? Obviously, if you play doubles, you don't like him, but, you know, besides that group of people, a lot of people liked him, and I want to see him back too, you know, maybe with a few tweaks, obviously, like most characters. But yeah, you know, I think he is still a pretty safe lock, but if there was one character to be cut, I think he would be the most likely. Alright, now that we're done with all the returning third-party characters, I'd like to move into some new ones I think have a pretty good chance of making it to Smash Switch. Number one, going right off of Cloud, Sora from Kingdom Hearts. I have a pretty good feeling, I guess like a gut feeling, that Kingdom Hearts 3 will eventually be on the Switch. And I think alongside that, they will add Sora to Super Smash Bros. Switch. I mean, I just think it makes sense. I think he's iconic enough at this point. The only reason I could see them maybe not adding him is because maybe they're like, oh, maybe we should go with someone more iconic like Chrono from Chrono Trigger, or oh, maybe we should go with someone who's more Nintendo-oriented like Geno from Super Mario RPG, or Neku from The World Ends With You, you know? They might want to do something like that. But then again, you know, Sora is pretty Nintendo-oriented himself. I mean, there's been, like, what, 3 Kingdom Hearts games on Nintendo consoles? You know? 4 if you count Kingdom Hearts 3, if it does happen, which I do think it will. And yeah, you know, I just think he has a pretty good shot, and my personal gut feeling is if/possibly when they do add another Square Enix character as a third-party character, I do think it will be Sora. Plus, he's pretty highly requested. Moving right along into technically a returning character, but technically not, a Konami rep. So, you know, I'd really like to see Snake back, but I feel like if they add a new Konami character to Smash Switch, it's probably not going to be Snake. I think it's going to be Bomberman. You know, because the whole reason, at least based on what I know, that Snake got into Brawl was because Kojima and Sakurai are friends. But obviously, Kojima is not working at Konami anymore. So it might not, you know, I just don't see Snake really happening, you know? Plus, Konami has supported the Switch with Bomberman R, so I think Bomberman is just a more likely choice, even though I would personally want Snake. But I don't know, you know, like I said, I would prefer Snake. I think it could really go either way, but I think it's more in Bomberman's favor. And last but not least, my final pick for a third-party character that I think will make it to the Switch version of Super Smash Bros. Now, this isn't a character that I really want at all. You know, I just really don't have any personal connections or ties with this character. But I just have, I guess you could say once again, a gut feeling that this might happen, and it is Banjo-Kazooie. Now, I know what you're saying, oh, but that's a Microsoft character now, that's an Xbox character. I know, but I mean, Microsoft is also technically Xbox property now, and that's on the Switch, you know? I mean, they even brought over the Halo skins, and I think there might even be a Banjo-Kazooie skin in Minecraft on Switch, although I'm not 100% sure on that. I know there are Banjo-Kazooie skins, official ones, but I don't know if they're on the Switch version. Plus, Phil Spencer on Twitter said he'd be fine with it. And I don't know, you know, I don't know. I just have a gut feeling, you know. It would be kind of similar to when they confirmed Cloud. You know, no one thought Cloud was going to be in Smash 4 or any Smash because he really doesn't have any ties with Nintendo, but look what happened, you know. I think it could be the same thing. Obviously, though, Banjo-Kazooie does have ties with Nintendo, but they don't currently. I don't know. I just have a gut feeling that could happen, even though I personally would not want that to happen since I really don't care about Banjo-Kazooie at all. And yeah, that's pretty much it, you know. Tell me down in the comments below if you agree with me, don't agree with me. Just tell me your opinions. And I'm Super Smash 77. I'll see you in the next one. Over and out.